Hello, Rama Pupote. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's continue with devotee Dr. Hafiz Said. I once asked Dr. Said what it was that attracted him so strongly towards Bhagavan. He replied, Bhagavan's sense of humanity was as great as his sense of pure spirituality. Dr. Said was convinced that the more spiritual a person was, the more human he became. He also said the main teaching of Bhagavan, on which he laid much emphasis, was surrender to God or the Guru, because Bhagavan himself has surrendered to the divine and reaped its benefits. However, the dominant feature of Bhagavan's philosophy was the unity of life and the oneness of the divine essence. I have repeatedly heard Bhagavan say that there is the one who governs the world, and that is his task to look after the world. It is he who bears the burden of the world and not us. According to Bhagavan, devotion means turning the mind inwards to the self. Dr. Syed had long and learned conversations with the Maharishi, which you will find in talks with Maharishi day by day and letters from Ramana Ashramam. I asked him why he questioned Bhagavan all the time. To this he replied, when a sage is available, humanity has to make full use of him by eliciting from him the ways and means of attaining God. Hence, I was never hesitant in putting forth questions to Bhagavan. I would like to share something from talks with the Maharishi. Dr. Muhammad Hafiz Said, professor of Islam, University of Allahabad, asked, what is the purpose of this external manifestation, Bhagavan? Bhagavan answered, this manifestation induced in you the question. Dr. Hafiz Said, true, I am covered by Maya. How to be freed from it? Bhagavan, who is covered by Maya? Who wants to be free? Dr. Hafiz Said, Master, being asked who, I know it is the ignorant me, composed of the senses, mind and body. I have tried this enquiry after reading Paul Brunton's book 3 or 4 times, and I have felt elated, but the elation lasted for some time and then faded away. How can I be established in the I or the I am? Please give me a clue and help me. Bhagavan, that which appears anew must also disappear in due course. Dr. Hafiz Said, please tell me the method of reaching the eternal truth. Bhagavan, you are already that. Can we remain other than the self? To remain as yourself requires no effort, since you are always that. On another occasion, Dr. Syed asked, I have been reading the 5 hymns Arunachala which you wrote in praise of Arunachala, and I find that the hymns are addressed to Arunachala by you. You are an Advaitin. How do you then address God as a separate being? Bhagavan, the devotee, God, and the hymns are all the self. Dr. Hafiz Said, but you are addressing God. You are specifying this Arunachala hill as God. Bhagavan, you can identify the self with your body. Should not the devotee identify the self with Arunachala? Dr. Hafiz Said, if Arunachala be the self, then why should it be picked out from so many other hills? God is everywhere. Why do you specify him as Arunachala? Why do you specify God as Arunachala? Bhagavan, what has attracted you from Allahabad to this place? What has attracted all these people who are seated here? Dr. Hafiz Said, you, Bhagavan. Bhagavan, how was I attracted here? By Arunachala. The power of Arunachala cannot be denied. Again, Arunachala is within and not without. The self is Arunachala. Dr. Syed stayed at the ashram with his wife till Bhagavan dropped the body. He once told me that Arunachala and Bhagavan were the same. They were not different entities. Once Bhagavan left the body, He could not stay on because of health and other reasons. He returned home to practice self-enquiry and meditation. He knew that Arunachala was in the heart. As Bhagavan says, "O Arunachala, heart is thy name." Dr. Said's last days were very peaceful. Bhagavan absorbed him in Arunachala. The message of Arunachala is to stay in the self. The self is silence. That's all, folks. Let's continue in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Rama Pupoda.